Hi and welcome to another Agency Scalers Office Hours video. This is for December questions. So every month I ask the community if they've got any questions they want me to cover in this video, and I usually get a few questions. Having run an agency for 10 years, I'll try and help with my experience. I've known and worked with a lot of agencies too, so I can draw experience and guidance from those too. And anything that I can't answer, I will try and get someone to answer. So hope you find this valuable, and let's just get started. So SEO Zach says, I started SEO and content blog writing agency doing 37k a month, struggling how to communicate monthly report to my clients or even what to inform clients on the call. I can easily dissect numbers on SEO and rank, but it isn't going nowhere as it's SEO and it takes a while. So please talk about how and what I can cover to my clients in monthly to make them feel like I'm doing an exceptional job. Not talking about keyword ranking here. So I understand what SEO Zach is going on about here. He's taking on SEO clients, and obviously SEO results don't come for 6 months, maybe even longer. So what do you talk about on the call? How can you even talk about, this is a good idea, this is good results? It all starts from before you sign them as a client. You need to set expectations. You need to tell them this is a 12-month sprint or even an 18-month sprint. They're not going to see the results unless they stick this out for the full term. This is something you need to clearly demonstrate, and if they back away or they don't want that, then it's not for them. They want to run ads maybe because that's instant. But if they want SEO and they want to get customers at a really low acquisition rate, they want to get leads at low acquisition rate, they want something that's sustainable and long term, then maybe they understand SEO and maybe they're willing to wait the long term. So that's the first thing. The second thing, within your first few months of working with this client or any client, I would focus more on deliverables than results. So you can tell them, look, we're going to do X, Y, Z every month, and this is the right thing to do. And if we keep doing this, we're going to get results. We can't guarantee results for whatever time period because, Google doesn't work like that. It's not a basic 1 + 1 = 2. It's usually a lot of time, a lot of patience, and a little bit of manoeuvring along the way, changing the strategy a little bit depending on the first signals of results. But anyway, focusing on the deliverables in these monthly reports, especially the first 6 months, you can then take away from this result, this result mindset of, okay, where's the rankings, where's the traffic? Say, as we said before we signed, there's no rankings or traffic for a good 6 to 8 months. We're going to focus on what we're doing, and we're doing all the right things. Look, here's the content we've done, here's the links we've done. So that's my answer to that. Focus on deliverables rather than results in the first 6 months. What's your recommended best approach when selling white label services to other agencies, not limited to SEO? Any tips for forming relationships with agencies that are larger in scale and working with larger clients? So selling to agencies is just like selling to any business. They're just a kind of business. You can run ads to them. LinkedIn and Facebook make it easy to target them because, the ad targeting, you can target people that work in agencies or work as a head of an agency or CEO or whatever. You can also just run ads and make sure your messaging is focused on agencies. The other thing is actually like business development. So like going on LinkedIn or doing some cold email, targeting agency owners and building relationships that way. Cold email can work. You just got to do a lot of emails. It's very, very, very cheap as well if you get it to work. LinkedIn is good if you build a personal brand and you start talking about agency stuff. Kind of stuff that I'm doing. I'm trying to target agencies with my content, and it tends to work well. So yeah, I'll do ads targeting agencies like you would target any other business, and I would do some LinkedIn personal brand stuff, cold email as well. Pipeline has been dry in Q4. What are some one-off offers that you see working on your end well enough or in demand by clients? Well, Q4 is always dry apart from Black Friday. Once Black Friday has gone, everyone's winding down and everything's next year, so I won't worry about that. End of year offers, one thing I do see is agencies or brands or businesses, whoever, especially in America, they want to spend a lot of their profits so they don't have to pay as much tax. So it's a bit of a tax trick, but you can actually like do an offer on future orders for next year. So you can say, look, buy 10 whatever for next year, and we'll do them throughout the year. So it's like an end of year sale. Credit works well, buy £1,000 worth of credit and we'll give you 1,500 to actually spend next year. This is good because end of year people, like I said, people want to spend their money and make less profit, so they pay less tax, particularly in America. So I'd look at something like that. For a new agency, is it better to focus on a loss leader service, foot in the door, extra return on money back? I'm looking into a niche side hustle that follows your advice of productising, outsourcing, payment up front. At the moment, planning centre around the idea of a loss leader and then upsell, or unusually better to have the upsell as the main product and have a success guarantee. I would. It depends on your model. It depends what you want to do. If you want to do retainers, if you want to do something more consulting, something more intimate with the client, you can have the loss leader at the front as something with a start and an end date, like a highly defined deliverable. You could have that to get people's foot in the door. It's easier to sell. You're going to get loads more paying customers in your potential niche that you can make relationships later on. So I always recommend that, to have some kind of like try before you buy. The beauty about having a loss leader as well is that other companies can try you while they're working with another agency. They don't feel like they're cheating on an agency when they just buy a one-off thing. But if you do a good job and you get your foot in the door, the conversation is then open for them to go, this guy did a good job on this. Maybe his retainer option is really good too. So I do think that's good. Your second part of the question of making the loss leader actually the main product, that would depend on a lot of things, but mostly just what you want out of business. If you just want to be like a productized store, productized agency selling this one-off thing, that might be the way to go. You've got to make the economics work. So maybe you need to sell more of it. Maybe you need more options. Maybe you need a few of these productized services. Fat Joe is just a productized agency. We don't have a loss leader really. All of our products are loss leaders, and we sell at volume. So that's the way we make it work. But if you're just selling one loss leader, which is like one article or 10 articles, it might not be enough economically to sustain what lifestyle you want from this agency, or what kind of money you want to make, that kind of thing. So loss leader, great if you have a big back end. Loss leader on its own, think about the economics, think about how much you can actually sell, how much it would make. Do you need more than one? Do you need a store of loss leaders or productized services? Something to think about. What do you think about rebranding and starting fresh after 10, 15 years of making multiple changes to an agency? Or would you recommend the sister agency route? I would honestly recommend the sister agency route because it's less risk. And there's nothing saying that you can kind of park your legacy agency, and make the sister agency the big thing now. Alternatively, if the sister agency does really well, you could even turn the legacy agency and merge them. There's a few different options, but if you change something you've already got, and it's making money and it alienates existing clients, or it's a tough selling, and it would depend on just looking at your agency and thinking, should this be a new brand, or can I incorporate this in the existing brand somehow? Both ways can work. It just depends on your kind of like how it fits in your head, how you'd like to kind of think about your business. Sister agency to me is without knowing any more details, it's like the least risky way. You can just spin up a new brand, one-page website, don't spend a load of money on it or get a load of design done. Hook it up to SPP or something really simple to do your finances, and then see how it goes, and then if it does do really well, then you can flip over at some point or merge the two, depending on how you want to do it. But that's all the questions for December office hours, and I hope you got some value out of it, and I'll see you soon.